Welcome. Let's settle in. Go ahead and sit back, close your eyes, allow your body to relax into the chair, relax into your space where you are. Begin the process of noticing, of paying attention. Pay attention to how you feel, what you feel. Maybe it's your feet on the ground or your clothing on your skin, the weight of your body in your chair. Pay attention to your breath. Notice it. Pay attention to whatever sounds are going on in the room where you are, or maybe even outside the room where you are. Notice them. And then take a deep, full breath in. Hold your breath for a moment at the top of your inhale, and then sigh it out. Release it all the way out. Sit up a little taller. If you like, you can open your eyes. You can always keep them closed if you prefer. Begin to roll your head around, circling the whole neck. And then begin to reverse those circles, going in the opposite direction. Come right back up to center. Tip your chin towards the ceiling. Drop your chin towards your chest. Come back to center. Look to the right. And look to the left. And then come back to center. Put your fingertips on your shoulders and elbows out left and right. Wow, this looks interesting in the camera. My shirt looks funny. Okay, roll your shoulders by circling the elbows. And then go in the opposite direction. Good. Keep your fingertips on your shoulders and your elbows open and begin a little side tip to one side and then to the other. And you can go at your own pace. Right? Just go fast or slow, depending on what feels good for you right now. Come back up to center. We'll do the same thing with little twists. So side to side with the twists. Again, whatever pace suits you. And back to center. Sweep both arms up high overhead. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in, lift that back up to the sky. And breathe out, arms out and down. Again, breathing in, sweep it out and up. Exhale through center. Inhale all the way up. And exhale out and down. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale to center. Inhale to lift. And exhale, release. Take your right hand to your chair somewhere. If you're here with me in the library, these little handles down just below the seat are convenient. Take your other hand, fingertips to shoulder again. Lift your elbow up towards the sky. Big side bend, using your arm to help you stretch the side of your body. Come on up to center. Keep your left hand where it is and begin to twist over to the right. And then release your left hand to your right knee, staying in your twist. Extend up through the whole length of your spine. And begin to lean back a bit. Lean to the left, keeping your right hand where it is for support. Lift your left hand. Did I say left hand or right hand? Left hand. Take your right hand and lift it up. Drape it over to the left. Now take that top hand and bring it over to your left knee. Make sure that you're on the outsides of your legs so that you can pull the knees open. That's going to stretch the arms in opposite directions and open up your back body. You can drop your head. Keep the crossing of your arms as you rise up. Sit up nice and tall, and then hold on to opposite shoulders. Lift your elbows up. Let that create a little back bend. Take a breath, and then exhale. Pull the elbows in towards your belly button as you curl and round forward. We'll do that again. Inhale, lifting the elbows all the way up, little back bend, and exhale, elbows to belly, forward bend. Unwind your arms, roll your shoulders. And then take your left hand down to the chair, wherever it's comfortable for you. Fingertips to shoulder. Lift your elbow, side bend. Rise back up and take a twist to the left. And then release your right hand to the outside of your leg. Continue twisting, imagining that lengthening sensation as you twist. And then lean back a little bit. You're going to lift your left arm up and drape it over to the right. And then reach it down to your right knee, fold inwards, and use your knees once again to pull your arms in opposite directions to open up the back of your body. Come up, keeping the cross of the arms. Hold opposite shoulders. Lift the elbows, breathe in, and curl, breathe out. Again, breathing in, lifting up, and breathing out, bending forward. And rise up. Unwind your arms. Again, give your shoulders a wiggle. Interlace your fingers and start to roll the wrists around. And then turn your palms away from you. Press through the fingers, the hands, the wrists, and even stretch the elbows out straight. Take a breath, lift your arms up. And then as you exhale, press the arms forward and pull your spine back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press. One more, reach up. And press. And then release your arms to your legs, roll back up, sit up tall. Sit all the way back in the chair if you're not already. Pick up your right foot and start to roll the foot around at the ankle. And then go in the opposite direction. Point your toes strongly down towards the ground. And then pull the toes back and press your heel forward. Release that and we'll switch sides. Left ankle, just rotate it around in one direction. And then in the other. Point and flex. And put it down. Okay, now a little bit forward and some space between your legs, hands to your knees. Start to circle your whole body around. Just stir the soup pot. And stir it the other way. Come back to center. Hold on to your knees. Use that leverage to pull your chest forward and look up. And then come back to neutral. Drop your left shoulder towards your right knee. So you're going to twist and drop. Come back up and we'll do the other side. Twist, dropping the right shoulder. And come back up. Okay, now turn your body and your legs so that you are facing the corner of the chair. You're sort of on a diagonal to the chair. Lift both arms up towards the sky and turn your torso to face your right leg. So we're in a variation here of Warrior One. Press firmly through your feet. You might even feel your thigh muscles activating a little bit, engaging. Draw the belly muscles in and lengthen up through the entire spine. Think about somebody pulling on a string attached to the crown of your head. Keep breathing. Make sure that the shoulders aren't tensing up towards your ears. Just let the arm bones be free. Let the shoulder blades follow the arms and just make sure that you're relaxed where you can be, finding that balance between effort and ease. And then release your arms. Begin to wing them back behind you so you can either leave your arms free and simply reach back through the hands, or you could interlace your hands and stretch them back, depending on what feels best for your body. Doesn't matter. Press again through your feet. Pull your belly muscles in and start to bow forward over your right leg. Arms are going to reach back and up. Devotional warrior variation. Rise back up. Release your arms, take them back up overhead, take a full breath in, and release the arms down as you breathe out. Now, keep your legs as they are, but turn your torso now towards the left leg so that you're facing towards your left thigh, and extend your arms out left and right. So now we're in a variation of Warrior Two. Look out over the right hand. Again, soften the shoulders where you can. Allow them to drop away from your ears. Keep the breath flowing. And then start to drop the left hand down. You might even hold the chair. Turn the right palm up towards the ceiling. Begin to tip that arm up and back so you're side bending over to the left. Peaceful warrior. Come back up, extend your arms out, and release them down. And then take your legs back to center. Take a little break, let your body neutralize. Breathe in, lift both arms up. Breathe out, forward bend over your legs. You can hold on to your knees. Stay forward, look up, and then pull your shoulders back. So you're in a backward bend in the spine, even though you're forward bent in space. Rise up and relax. Okay, other side. So diagonal facing the corner of the chair to the left. Lift your arms. Turn your torso. So you're twisting a little bit. It's a little tiny twist in the spine. So you're facing towards the left thigh. We're in Warrior One. Again, active where you can be. Press through your feet, nice and grounded. A little drawing in and up of the belly. Maybe even a little lift of the pelvic floor muscles. A softening of the area between the neck and the shoulders. You might even check that out by trying to lift and lower the shoulder blades. Make sure they're able to follow the arm bones as you move. That's going to help you relax the neck. Keep breathing. And then release your arms down and begin to wing them back behind you. Again, you can make a choice here of leaving the arms free or clasping at the hands. It does not matter. Pull the belly button in to support you as you begin to bow forward. Make sure both of your feet are planted. Lift the arms back and up to stretch the shoulders. Make sure you're breathing. And then rise back up. Free your arms back up towards the sky. And then release them down. Turn your torso back to face the right leg. So the legs are going to kind of stay where they are. We're just twisting the torso the other direction. Arms extend out left and right, and we're in a variation of Warrior Two, looking out over the left hand. Stable and steady, alert, right? It's work, but there's places where you can soften. Maybe it's just your face. Maybe you can soften your face. All right, start to drop your right hand down. It could hold the chair if you like. Left hand turns up, tip back, big side bend. This is Virabhadrasana Shanti, peaceful warrior. And then come back up to center, relax your arms, and bring your leg back in. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Sweep your arms high, inhale. Forward bend hands to your legs as you exhale. Stay here, take a few breaths. And then stay forward in space, lift your head, roll your shoulders back. So again, you're bringing your spine into a backward bendy shape. Keep forward bent in space. Rise all the way up and relax. Pause for a few breaths. Maybe close your eyes. Soften your body. Okay, we're going to add on a little bit now. So once again, facing diagonally on your chair to the right. Arms lift, twist towards the right leg. And then release your hands, reach them back behind you. This time, don't clasp your hands, keep them free. Begin to bow forward, reach the arms up, and then try to press the hands towards each other with the elbows straight. So you're really working the back body and the backs of the upper arms. Come back up, thread your arms back up towards the sky. Open them out as you turn to face the left leg. So we're coming into Warrior Two. Turn your front palm up, tip it back, peaceful warrior. This time we're going to lay the right forearm onto the right thigh and bring the left arm up. If your shoulder will allow it, bring it over your ear. If not, straight up is totally fine. So put it where it feels okay for you. Rise back up, relax your arms for a moment, and extend the right heel out. Heel can touch the ground, and the leg is going to be straight or fairly straight. Start to slide the right hand down towards your shin. Left arm opens up, and have your arm lining up with your collarbones. So depending on how far down you go, your arm may be moving to the left, or it might be moving up towards the ceiling, but let that be a consequence of where you are on your right leg. So this is Trikonasana, triangle pose variation. Keep your right leg straight, rise back up, left hand finds your chair, right arm reaches up and over, long diagonal line from the right foot to the right fingertips. You're in a reverse triangle. And then come back up, bring everything back to center. Pause. Breathe. Deep breath. Let it go. Let's take that vinyasa as a rinse cycle. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward bend. Look forward, shoulders draw back. Rise up and relax. Okay, other side. Diagonal to the left. Both legs are bent to begin. Reach the arms up. Take your little twist towards the left leg. Warrior one. Release your arms down, thread them through and behind, keep them free, open. As you pull the belly in, drop forward, lift the arms higher, squeeze them towards each other. This is quite a bit of work, so it's fine if you're feeling like it's a lot of work. It is. Rise back up, thread your arms back up to the sky. Take a breath, exhale, open your arms as you begin to turn back towards your right leg. We're landing in warrior two. Look over the left hand. Turn your palm to the ceiling, tip back, right hand comes down, peaceful warrior. As you come up, lay your left forearm on your left thigh. The right arm, again, either straight up or over your ear, depending on what feels good for your shoulder. If this makes you kind of hunch forward and round in, take the arm up a little higher. Give yourself some space. Rise back up, relax your arms, extend your left leg. So you're going to slide the heel out, leg is straight. Slide your hand down towards your shin. Right arm opens out. Again, make sure that your arm is in line with your collarbones so that you've got this nice straight line from fingertips to fingertips. Make sure that you're breathing. That's the one thing that never stops. All right, rise back up. We're going to keep that left leg straight. Right hand to the chair, left arm up and over, diagonal line from heel to fingertips. Reverse triangle pose. And come back up, release your arms, bring your leg back to center. Take a deep breath and let it go. Sweep your arms up high overhead and forward bend. Stay and breathe 2 or 3 breaths. And this time, when you're ready to come up, roll your way up. So think about curling from the bottom of the spine all the way up the middle to the top of the spine, and the head is the last thing to rise up. Okay, now let's come to stand. So we're going to do that series standing, using the chair for support. I'm going to hold on to the back of the chair. Okay, shift your weight into your right foot and step your left foot back any amount that feels comfortable. You're going to bend into the right knee. So you're going to step approximately 2 to 3 feet, depending on your stability, the length of your limbs. It's individual. Do what feels okay. Bend into the right knee and make sure that instead of tipping forward through your torso, that you're upright over your legs, over your pelvis. So you're still straight up and down. And then from here, you can either keep both hands on the chair, or you can lift one arm up, or both if you feel stable. I'm going to keep a hand on the chair because it's chair yoga. All right, and then release one or both hands. Begin to bow forward, hold onto the chair with both hands. Push into your feet and bow your head down. Allow your spine to round a little or even a lot. Make sure you're pressing into the back foot. And rise back up. Step forward and widen your legs wider than the chair legs. Turn the right toes out, turn the left toes in slightly, and bend into the right knee. Again, any amount. So the tendency for many of us is to tip over that leg when we bend the knee. Instead of doing that, can you bend the knee and keep the torso straight up and down? Then extend your right arm. Left hand is holding the chair. Right palm turns up. Flip it back. Keep the bend in the right knee. Your side bending over to the left, but you're bending the right knee to the right. Come on up and lay your hand on your right thigh. Now you can lean towards the right thigh. We're in that extended side angle variation. Rise back up, straighten the front leg. Keep it straight. Start to slide your hand down your leg. It may stay on your thigh. It might go to your shin. Roll the left shoulder back. So we're in a variation of triangle pose. Both legs are straight. Rise back up. Keep your legs straight. Lift your right arm up. Start to tip to the left. So we're in our reverse triangle shape now. Come back up. Put your hand back on the chair. Walk your feet back together. Take a breath. Let it go. Before we do the second side, walk away from your chair. Keep the arms on the chair so that, and you can bend your knees, by the way, as you're walking back. The idea, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me a little bit better. The idea is to stretch out your shoulders, your spine, and maybe the backs of your legs. They might be bent, they might be straight. It really depends on your body. It doesn't matter. But do stretch out your shoulders and your spine. So we're doing a variation of downward facing dog. And then walk back in towards the chair. Stay about a foot away from the back of the chair, maybe a little bit more. Lean forward a bit. Try to keep your spine straight. Shift your weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg behind you. It might only lift an inch or two off the ground. That's totally fine. It might lift higher. You can tip forward, but try not to round your spine. We want to have a long extended line in our variation of Warrior 3. Step both feet to the ground, rise up, walk in. All right, so now we're going to do that whole series on the other side. Shift your weight into your left foot and step your right foot back any amount, 2 to 3 feet, bending into the left knee. You're in Warrior 1. Again, you can choose to have both hands on the chair. You can lift one arm. If you feel stable, you can lift both. Make sure that you're pressing into the back foot just as much as the front. Deepest bend that you can handle in your left leg. If the knee is a problem, don't go too far. All right, both hands down. Start to bow forward. Belly button pulls back. This is a shape where you can round your spine, flexing the spine, rounded shape over the chair for devotional warrior. And then rise back up. Step your back foot forward and separate your feet, again, wider than the legs of the chair. Turn the left toes out. Turn the right toes in a little, an inch or so. Bend into your left knee and notice, did you shift your torso over the left? If you did, whoop, pull it back. All right, extend the left arm, gaze to the left. Warrior 2. Turn your palm to the ceiling. Start to reach it over to the right and keep pressing the left shin to the left. Come back up, left hand to thigh, and now we are going to lean towards that leg. Try to keep your spine fairly straight as you lean over the left leg. And rise back up, straighten the leg. Start to slide your hand down your leg, either the thigh or the shin. Try not to land right on the kneecap because that's a lot of pressure on the joint. So above or below the joint is fine. And you're going to roll the top shoulder back. So you've got a nice broad chest. Rise back up, keep the left leg straight, lift the left arm, and reach it to the right, reverse triangle. And then come back up, bring your hand to the chair, walk back in. We're going to take that downward facing dog variation again. So you're going to walk away from the back of the chair with both hands on the chair. Again, bend your knees as much as you want to keep your spine straight, right? So there's no points given for straight legs. It's really all about extending the spine and the shoulders. And walk back in towards the chair. Again, leave a little bit of space so that you can tip the weight into your left foot and have room to tip forward at the torso as you lift your right leg. Again, it might only come an inch or two off the ground. It might come way up. You can bend the standing knee a little bit if you like. Try to keep your spine extended, straight, almost imagining that you're doing a backward bend with your spine as you lift the leg in space. It's a lot of work for the back line, all the way down your spine, the backs of your legs, your tushy muscles, your hamstrings. Step the back foot to meet the front foot and press up to stand. All right, walk in, take a deep breath, and let it go. Okay, you can come back to sit. Sit tall, sit forward in your chair so that you're not completely towards the back of the chair, but rather you've got space behind you. Hold the chair for support if you want to. Extend your right leg with the heel on the ground. Now here's the trick. We're going to lift the leg, keeping the knee straight, trying not to tip back in space. So you're working at the hip flexor area pretty strongly. So you're going to lift that leg up, try not to tip back. Keep the leg straight as you lower it back down. Good. Take a breath. Exhale, lift. And let it go. Again, breathe out as you lift. And inhale as you release. One more. Lift it up. And release it down. Bend your knee. Grab your knees. Swish them open and close to relax your hips. All right, other side. Again, sit tall. Hold on if you like that extra support. Left leg extends. Belly is drawing in to help keep the spine upright. It's going to help you avoid tipping back. Lift the leg. Lift up. Release down. Use your breath to help you. Breathe. I like to exhale with the effort and inhale with the release. You can play with that. Good. One more time. Lift it and lower it, and then bend your knee and give the hips a swish. All right. Open your legs wide as you can. I really want to see if we can get a sensation of stretch in the inner thighs here. So a gentle push with your hands to open the thighs, and a little bow forward. So you stop wherever you want to stop. The idea is to find a stretchy sensation in the inner thighs. All right, come back up, draw your legs back in, and then cross your right leg over your left leg, either ankle to knee, if that's something that works for your hip and your knee. And if not, ankle to ankle is okay too. If you're doing ankle to ankle, is anyone in here? I don't know if we are online, so I'm just going to show. If you're doing ankle to ankle, if you straighten the bottom leg out, you might be able to get a little bit more hip stretch. So you can play with it and see, kind of how it feels. The idea here in either of these shapes is to get a stretch in the outer tushy hip area. Okay. So wherever you are, sit up tall. Right? So whether you are low with the stretch or high with the stretch, you're going to sit nice and tall. See how it feels. If this is plenty, stay right here. If you don't feel much and you want to feel more sensation, you might try tipping forward over the leg. For most of us, it's not really necessary. I know I can feel a stretch when I'm upright, so you see what you want to do. All right. If you're down, come up, unwind your legs no matter where you are, and we'll do the other side. Now remember, if you have some hip or knee issues on the other side, it might be a different choice, right? So it might be that it works better, might be that it doesn't work so well. So you can change your choice. So ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. The idea again is to have the left knee moving out and down towards the left, towards the ground. Lengthen up through your spine. If you are ankle to ankle, the right leg might be extended. Keep breathing. Okay, let it go. Unwind. Sit back in the chair. Receive that support fully from the chair seat, from the chair back. Relax back into it. Let your hands rest wherever you are comfortable putting them. Close your eyes. Breathe through your nose if possible. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. You might be able to feel it. Notice how even just sitting here for these few seconds, your breath may have slowed. Your heart rate may have slowed as everything begins to settle and relax. Moving out of the doing space to the being space. Keep your attention focused on your breath, on sensations. Noticing the energetic ebb and flow, the breath as it ebbs and flows. You might even be able to feel your pulse in your fingertips. How subtle can you get with your powers of feeling and observation? How deep can you go? Can you be okay with simply being? As you stay, are there places where you can relax your body even more? It takes time. Where can you soften? What are you gripping that doesn't need to be gripped? Let your next breath be a deep breath. Let it go. Do that again and let the in breath help you rise up to sit taller. And then a third time to bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. And then open your eyes if they're not already. And we'll take a little bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming, for letting me guide you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.